HR, my partner got a job at Notre Dame, so we moved here in October. Today she got an email saying, we don't know whether the funding for your position is going away or not. Happy face, sad face. Yeah, dude, a lot of people are dealing with this problem. It's insane. The federal grants random first week freeze is so incredibly poorly handled on every level. Even if you were ideologically like, we gotta get a handle on the spending, it's crazy. It's designed to cause maximum uncertainty and suffering. It's just so dumb. I got no other way to say it. I'm trying to hold my punches on things that I think really matter, and everything could be considered big enough to rant about, but I just so many things are just stupid. They don't make a lot of sense. They're not helping people, like anyone really. But it is working towards my thesis. It's working. I think, let me tell you something. This government spending doesn't go nowhere. It is people's jobs, people who are for students, it's healthcare stuff. This government money creates jobs and keeps the economy flowing. If you cut it all off, the immediate reaction is a spike in unemployment. The secondary reaction is a decline in spending. The tertiary reaction is stocks going down. The quaternary reaction is full-on recession. So this is not the exact method I thought would play out, but this is what I thought would happen. So, and it's gonna lead to some people rethinking some shit. I promise you that. Do you think Trump genuinely believes these actions are necessary, or do you think he's a genuine accelerationist who wants to shape the next high turning? High turning. There is no world where Donald Trump's plan is to make things worse as part of an accelerationist phase change. He's like, I'm gonna jump on the grenade. Everyone will hate me so that we can. No, it's just I don't think Donald Trump personally, outside of maybe tariffs, which he just seems to love, I don't think he has an ideology. I think he just wants to be the man. I think he wants to be that dude. He wants to be popular. I think there's a lot of people around him that have different varying ideologies, and they're all kind of filtered through him and applied slapstick. There's not even a cohesive vision, I think, is my read of it as I try to follow the news every day. I try to read everything. Hey, Big A, I'm a male main. I assume you mean male man and not your main character is male in a game. I recently applied to a bank for more money. I have only applied so far, but do you think it's a bad idea to leave my post office job at a time like this? I do get good benefits and theoretically a pension, but the post office has been losing money for 11 years in a row. What I'll tell you is the post office is a government-funded institution, so whether or not it makes or loses money is not material to whether it continues to exist. Your pension is a government obligation, so it should be protected, even if the post office, for whatever reason, is shut down. This is not a guarantee, by the way. This is my answer. You should quit your job if you don't like it and find something else. You should not be like, hey, the post office might shut down in the future, so I should quit right now. Do you understand? Like, that's just logic. Just think of the logic, right? You let them shut it down on you and maybe look for something else in the meantime. Understand it's a difficult job market right now. So the idea that you should just jump off into the great unknown, especially if you like your job and it has good benefits, I think is foolish. What else was going on? There actually had oh, so Google, dude, I try really hard to not fight little battles. I like to talk about things that I think are worth talking about. And if you get caught up in every little thing, then you're just burning cycles. So this is not something I deeply care about. I just want you to understand. This is I think it's just funny. We're being so sensitive about the Gulf of America thing that there's threats to hurt Google in some way if they don't make sure it's Gulf of America. And so Google internally had to reclassify the United States as a sensitive country, which is what they do for China and Russia. And now they have to make sure on all the materials that anything that goes in America says Gulf of America, even though in Mexico, it says Gulf of Mexico still. And the rest of the world, I think, gets both, but it's just so so unimportant. I don't care if you want to call it that. I really don't. It's fine. Call it Mount McKinley, call Gulf of America. But the fact that we're threatening private companies just feels so whack. It feels Soviet Union in a way. They're also doing buyouts. I saw this today, which is basically saying, we want you to quit. We'll give you some money. I've seen companies do this after training. I forget which companies did this, but it was you do the training for the job, and at the end they go, hey, listen, if this job's not for you, we'll give you $10,000 to leave now, because we only want somebody who wants to do it. This is a way of just getting people out the door quickly. up to 10% of federal employees take the buyout, which is, I mean, if you're going to do layoffs anyway, this is sort of fine. I don't have a real problem with offering the buyout. The problem with buyouts at this stage of people's careers, and like not in the training phase, is that the people that take the buyouts are often the people that can get jobs elsewhere. Just being real, like your best employees take the buyout and then go get the job they've wanted to get anyway. And the people that don't take the buyout are the ones that are like the absolute lost in the cracks of the system, collecting a paycheck, don't give a shit. And they know that to take the buyout, they can't find another job. So generally, like this is a total, like just a lot of these policies are like classic, the British Cobra ban in India. You know, it's just classic backfire. Classic, like does the opposite of what you want it to do. Why do taxes even exist? Low key, like what's the point? This is like 400 political philosophers' ideas distilled. It's just like a libertarian and someone on MMT, dude. It's crazy. Why do taxes exist? Let's talk about the concept of what government should be. I'm not saying what government is, but what government is in theory, okay? This is my house. This is Bill's house. Maybe I farm, maybe he's a baker, whatever. Okay, we both do things productively, we make some money. We both realize it'd be nice if there was a road connecting our houses that we could use. So maybe I could get my farm crops to the market. He could get his bread to the market, whatever. It would be nice if we had a road. Bill says, why don't you build the road? I go, are you going to use it? He goes, yeah, I'll probably use it, but you'll need it more. You should pay for it. I don't want to pay for it. I can't afford to pay for this whole road. Bill's going to use it. I'm going to use it. We're all going to use it. What if everybody in this town who could all benefit from the road pools our money together and we build a road? What if, forget the road, what if we're all sitting here and Bill's cousin who lives in the town next over to us is a psychopath and he gets this town to want to take us over? Oh, we should stop him. Bill, you should stop him. You should stop him. You should stop him. Wait a minute. What if we pool all our money and make a military force to protect the border so that we don't get conquered, so that we have sovereign statehood? Okay, that makes sense. What if I'm trying to hire people and I notice all the kids are stupid? What if we pool our money and make a school system so everyone's got a decent level of education, so we have a good workforce? Government is for all of us pooling our money and resources together to create a system that works for us all, that improves all, to do the things that nobody will buy individually. There's a lot of things that we won't do individually. I'm not going to build a school. It would cost a ton of money. I can't afford it, and I'm not the only one in the benefits. I'm not going to build the road. I'm not going to set up a fire department. I'm not going to enforce the laws. I'm not going to make a judge that like reads contracts to make sure that no one's getting cheated. I'm not doing that. That's why it exists. Now, like all human institutions, every type of government, every business, every club that you create with your friends, it decays over time as people learn how to game it. Like all human institutions, it starts out great and we make these rules because we understand why we need them. There's a problem and we create a system. The system works for a while, and then right around here, the people that created the rules die. And then people that are still here are like, I figured out how to cheat it. And they start cheating the system, and it starts breaking and breaking and breaking, and then we get a problem. And everyone's like, we got to make a new system. This happens not with governments, not just with businesses, this happens with everything. It happens with your friends saying, hey, we're going to make a Wednesday night to meet on Discord to play games. And then people start skipping, or it starts getting more awkward, or the Discord starts getting dead, and then it dies, and then no one has any friendship in the group, and then someone makes a new group. It's how human things work. Okay? They require constant maintenance and vigilance. And then eventually people stop doing that. They start finding a way to cheat it so where someone else does the work. Anyway, that's why we, in theory, need a government. And that's why you pay taxes. That's why you pay taxes. It's for things that, in theory, should be benefit of all people that normally no one would pay for. Kinda woke in DEI. Damn it, I've been beaten in the marketplace of ideas. I've been beaten in the marketplace of ideas. This is me explaining why I'm not coming over to Friday Night Magic. It's just me on the phone to my friend explaining why I can't actually make it to D&D this week. Anyway, you understand. It's the government and things collapse. And you know, human systems over time degrade, entropy and all that. We're all on a spinning rock. Kicking dogs. Against it, right? Well, sometimes you got to give them a little nudge with the steel-toed boot. We've all been there. Can I, editor, can we get this in a clip channel, please? I think kicking dogs is probably, on the whole, fine. Get this on the Clip Channel stat and make sure they know I am not sarcastic.